Hello guys, it's time for another review on a tank, and today we're gonna do that of the Panzer IV Smalturm, so the Panzer 4S in short, and it's a premium tank. It's a tier 6 German medium, and yeah, it's like most of the characteristics of a German tank. So first let's take a small overview of the tank itself. It has 730 hit points. It weighs 30 tons and the engine is also 300 horsepower. So that's a 10:1 ratio, so it's really slow. However, it does have a quite high speed limit of 48. You will have some troubles reaching that, and the traverse speed of 36 is quite decent. The third traverse speed, however, is 24, and that's not really good. It does come with premium matchmaking, so the hull armor and the turret armor are quite okay, or at least frontally. The hull has 80 in the front, 30 on the sides and 20 on the rear, so definitely you can angle a bit, but not that much. And yeah, the same goes for the turret. Although the turret has some really nice armor, it has 120 millimeters on the front, so you definitely can bounce a lot with it. However, you cannot really go hull down as your gun repression really is lacking. So yeah, let's take a look at the gun, and please remember the gun is meant for a tier 6 premium with premium matchmaking. So the rate of fire is 13 rounds a minute, so that's really high. It's really nice, and yeah, I really like it. The average damage is 135, which is a bit low. It's more like the Panther gun. It's just a fast firing low alpha gun. However, with the amazing penetration, it is a really easy tank to play. It has 150 pen on tier 6 for a medium tank. That's amazing, and even 194 with APCR. So even if you're getting into a tier 7 game, and if you're even platooned up with some of your friends who are driving a regular tier 6, it's quite okay. You can definitely still do damage, although your hit points and your speed will limit you very much. We already discussed the armor of the turret, but the view range of 370 meters is also quite okay. The engine and mobility is just crap, and yeah, the radio, yeah, it's quite okay. So all in all, I think the strong points of this tank are really are the strong points, should I say, of this tank. It is its gun. Its weak points is definitely its mobility and its low alpha damage. I think best to like to excel into the better points of this tank. I really think you should use ventilation and a gun rammer on this tank, just to improve your rate of fire and your overall DPM. Because in most of the cases this tank should be used as a sniper tank and as a support tank. If you're gonna drive on front with this tank, you will probably have very short games. As the third equipment, yeah, I'm either using a camo net. It's quite big, the camo factor is not that good, but yeah, you can definitely use it if you're gonna do a lot of sniping. I prefer also binos on it, as your view range of 370 meters with binos is really good. Without, it's okay. It's a bit better than like a KV1S. It isn't as good as a Hellcat, but with binos and standing still as a sniper, you can definitely spot the enemy before it spots you, and with your rate of fire you can pen the enemy 2 times before he can return fire. So let's take a look at some gameplay, and yeah, let's discuss it how I like to use the Panzer Smalturm for for my matches. So we are at Tundra at the moment, and like I said, this tank is really a support tank. It's a tier 6 game, so it's a tier 6 matchmaking. Not really like surprising, because it is a premium tank and it has premium matchmaking. Yeah, here you can see our amazing speeds. We drove out of our spawn 40 seconds ago, almost 45 now, and we are, I think, 200 meters further, and it will take us a full minute to reach our destination, or even a bit longer than a full minute. And this is quite a small map. So I think it's like 800 meters this map, or maybe 9. But so here at least we can see the enemy scouts that are like camping in G1. I don't know why they're camping. And here I kind of make a mistake with driving the Panzer IVs. I'm a bit too greedy for those scouts. I really want to like do some damage on them, but now I'm at the front line, and that's not really where this tank excels in. I have a really unlucky bounce on the Leo, but luckily I can shoot the ELC. You can definitely peekaboo with this tank a bit if you have close combat. But yeah, here is the reason why you definitely shouldn't go frontal. And I'm talking here with my streamers, and I'm really donking out on these shots. It's just bad play. Here I even like don't go into sniper mode. But here we go. I'm gonna get a bit closer and to get a better angle on his hull armor, and I'm also gonna shoot in his turret. Luckily our TDs in the back are helping me a bit. And here you can see the excellent aim time of the gun, and with an accuracy of 0.35 it is quite okay. It isn't the best of the world, but for tier 6, in combination with the aim time and the excellent penetration, it is quite okay. So again, we're looking a bit for the KV-1S. We cannot spot him that well, and even our T-150 doesn't see him. And here you can see the strength of the gun, I think, in 5 seconds. I saw the enemy tank. He wasn't that far away from me. I just turned my turret, and with the aiming bloom when driving this tank, it is really good. Look at how big the aim reticle is. It's almost nothing, so that's like really good in this tank. You drive and you can almost shoot instantly, as yeah, it doesn't really matter that much, or it has a very good accuracy on the move. Here I see the KV-1S that I just passed. Still busy with my my tanks. Here I missed the Matilda, and here you can see that the armor is quite okay, but yeah, I was spent by a Matilda, so let's take a look at that. And yeah, he bounced one shot on my frontal plate, but yeah, your lower plate isn't that well armored. And here you can see, if I can maybe exaggerate a bit, there in the middle of the bottom plate between the glasses, you can see that was a penetration. So Matilda can easily penetrate your armor, although it does have, of course, some good penetration of Matilda. He gave it 1S again, and here you can see I don't even have to aim, and I already have a shot. 150, a nice high roll, and then 129, so that's a bit of a low roll, although we needed a high roll. But with this accuracy you can really go for the tracking shots. You really can go for like the shots that make the difference with like tracking KV-1S. We do have a pretty pessimistic or optimistic KV1 Tiger Manic Fail or Manic Fail. Okay, well basically that's like a manic fail, Tiger Manic Fail. It's roughly translated. So yeah, okay, that's basically why it's. So I'm turning my turret here. Don't really have to aim, and yeah, I can already shoot, and I hit it. So my 5th kill there, we ricochet a shell of the Wolverine, which is shooting a PCR. Come on, man, really. Here you can see this Panzer IV really is struggling with its mobility. I'm turning quite slow. The engine definitely is not fast enough. Yeah, and I do have a camo net now. I think for this map Binance would have been the better option. And I'm gonna speed it up a bit, guys, because this Panzer IVs is just too slow. So yeah, this of course this speed would have been awesome on this this tank, but yeah, this is like sped it up 2 times with the normal speed. So yeah, that's really this tank is a support tank, and you should use it like that. So I'm driving up here, and this is 2 times. So if you think this is slow, it's sped up 2 times. And just to see how bad the Panzer IVs is struggling with terrain. Here you go. It's going like 7-8 kilometers an hour uphill. So yeah, if your team dies and you really need to relocate from one side of the map to the other side of the map, it isn't really an option. Flanking tanks with this tank, it is quite hard. You just cannot or aren't fast enough. Here you can see my lacking gun repression. I really need to expose my whole tank, and yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can let him come towards me. And yeah, that's definitely the case. He makes the mistake. He's greedy for my kill. But yeah. So we still have a VK3601H that has not been spotted. So I'm thinking he's camping in the back. But hey, it's my lucky day. So this is not really interesting from a battles perspective, but here you can see how high the DPM is of this tank, and the accuracy, the aim time, and really, if you're like in the back with a tank and you can shoot every 3 seconds around 135 damage, you can really like decimate the enemy. So that was like the gameplay. We did 7 kills, so that was quite nice. Some post-game analysis. There was a triple of 6,500 experience. Of course, yeah, that's not really giving you a lot of information, but you can see we did get a Top Gun and we earned 83,000 credits. So that's yeah, that's a really good credit maker. It is of course a premium tank, but yeah, it's a credit machine. And let's just take a look at the score of the team. We had 1415 basic speed, 7 kills, 2471 damage, and yeah, we carried the team. The game, this game, however, is not really representing the Panzer Schmalturm as like how it's usually played. These carries are not really that common with this tank. It really is a support tank, guys. Really try to remember that if you're deciding it to buy it, or you already have it, or and you don't like it, or you like it. But this really is a support tank in which you should do a lot of damage while not being the main focus of the enemy. Our team, yeah, didn't really do a lot. Of course, some kills, but we won, so we are happy with our team. The enemy team even did worse, so yeah, that's mainly the reason why we won. 31 shots fired. We were quite idle for quite some time during the game, of which we hit 28 and 24 penetrated. Those 4 non-penetrations was 1 unlucky bounce on a Leopard and 3 shots I donked out at a Sherman, I think an Easy 8 or a Jumbo. So yeah, normally this penetration rate will be like almost 100%. 2400 damage. We received 10 hits, of which 5 penetrated, so quite lucky there. We received a potential damage of 960. That's quite okay because our hit points are 730, so you can definitely bounce some, but really don't depend on it with this team. We only spotted 1 enemy. That's basically your mobility. You won't be high on this tank. You just cannot get into the front line as soon as or before your teammates do. And I think that's quite good, because then you will be in the back and you can be a support tank. We damaged 8 enemies and we destroyed 7 of those, and we got 670 damage upon assisting. The way traveled, it's really high, 2.3 kilometers. Normally I don't travel that much. We see that the 80,000 credits earned is not completely realistic. It's 70k, and the ammo, it is quite cheap. It's only 15k reduction. So basically we earned 67k without discounting the ammo. So like in a normal game without a mission, you will get around 50k credits with a game like this. So like between 30 and 50k credits will be your normal earnings per battle. We did the normal experience we got is 2173 with premium. So guys, really to summarize it, I'm liking this tank. If you're like going for some German mediums in which you can also grind your crew a bit, I would definitely go for this tank. It is a really easy tank to play, a high penetration support tank in which you can basically snipe a bit in the back. It is not really suitable for platooning unless you're like platooning with only snipers, in which you hope that your team will give you some spots. The gun is really its strong point. The mobility is really its weak point. And yeah, with that said, I already told you, I bought this tank and I don't have any regrets of it. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this review. Please rate it on YouTube, and I definitely hope to see you soon on Twitch or YouTube, and have fun.